up, guys? Back here, Patten Performance Racing. We got some cool stuff. We got some stuff came in on a Sunday, believe that. So we're gonna do a little unboxing for you. We bought some cool stuff from KR Performance Engineering. He's out of Tennessee. Guy's name's Kevin. He's phenomenal. You're probably not gonna be able to see the sticker very well because, well, it's, you know, once we get it on the car, you'll be able to see a little better, but I don't want to ruin the sticker till it's on the car. Anyhow, we bought a Pro Stage kit or a throttle stop or starting line enhancer, however you want to label it. It's used for all the same things. We're going to use it for two different things. We're going to use it for starting line enhancing. So basically the deal is you're starting to stage the car, you light up the top bulb, you hit the bump down button on your delay box, and then you can push the gas pedal right to the floor. And the car is only going to come up to whatever you set the linkage for. So the throttle stop goes in the throttle cable, and it's going to go to wherever you set the linkage. We're just going to use a rough number, we'll say 1500 RPM. So now, when you're bumping the car in, your foot is all the way to the floor on the gas, you're holding the brake down, you start bumping the brake pedal, get the car bumped in. You can keep your foot right to the floor on the gas pedal, car never goes above 1500 RPM. You grab your trance brake button, you let go of your button, and the delay box will do its own delay for you. So we'll say the guy next to you has got a 7-second dial in, you got a 5-second dial in, there's going to be a 2-second delay plus the tree counting down. We'll say the tree counting down is just 1 full second just for easy math's sake. The Pro Stage, it'll be all through the box. We'll say that the car doesn't come up on the converter or up on your RPM chip or up on your two-step until it counts down 2 seconds, and then the tree is getting ready to start and your car goes up on RPM. That helps you with converter load, round after round after round. It keeps everything the same. That's the biggest thing with bracket racing, drag racing. I can't emphasize that enough. When it comes to bracket racing, everything has to be the same round after round after round if you want to get into the winner's circle. So anyhow, we're doing our unboxing, and we're going to start with what I believe is probably the air compressor here. I will say this guy did a phenomenal job at packaging this thing up. It was in this really big box, ton of paper, ton of bubble wrap. Nothing was getting damaged during shipping with this guy. Just put that anywhere. We'll get it later. You want to pop these bubbles? Yeah. Alright, I'll give it to you. You can pop the bubbles. Oh, Dad popped a couple. There you go, have fun. Just don't be by the heater with it, okay? Otherwise it'll catch on fire. There you go. Alright, here it is. This is our inboard air compressor. Look how small this thing is. Now let's get like something here, like something you might see kind of frequently. This is our delay box, and this is the compressor. Look how small that thing is. Now supposedly, according to him, this thing will operate at like 90 PSI. It'll stay there. It comes with, it comes with everything. You got a tank. You got the air compressor, you got a regulator, you got weather pack connectors. I mean, look at that. It's got an inline fuse. The only thing I don't see is I don't see a relay on here, but we'll wire a relay in. It's got the blow-off valve here. It's got a little Schrader valve back here if you want to put a little pressure tester on it just to make sure it's building up like it's supposed to. I mean, this thing is, this thing is the cat's meow. I mean, this thing is legit. This guy really does a nice job at putting these together. But that's not all that comes with the kit. Now, you call this guy on the phone, you tell him what you got, what you're doing, what your intentions are, and this guy puts you together a whole kit. And I mean, he tries to work with you. I mean, he'll spend as much time on the phone with you as you need. The guy that runs the business is the business. As far as I know, he's like the only employee there. Like I said, he's out of Tennessee. But look, this guy packages everything up. You got your rubber insulators for vibration. He puts together this cute little go pack. He even puts a couple zip ties in there. You know, every mechanic's got dozens and dozens of zip ties. You can't have to, and they're black zip ties. I mean, the white zip ties, they get brittle, they break. The black ones don't. I don't know why. So here's the other side of your weather pack connector, wired to your relay or wherever you're going to take it. You have a cute little hose. Look at this thing. Little hose so you can, oh, you're sitting in the staging lanes. Your one tire's only got 8 pounds of PSI in it. You like 11. Well, guess what? You put your QD somewhere on the car, you plug this bad boy in, boom, you got air. You don't have to send nobody back to the trailer to get you an air tank or a compressor, nothing. It's already in your race car. And I mean, they're not that expensive. You know, guys have told me that these things are like 800 bucks and whatnot. This whole kit right here, plus this other stuff I'm going to show you, was only like 400 and some odd bucks. I don't remember. Let me look here. 430 bucks for this entire kit. For you to have an air compressor in your dragster and or door car, whatever you got. No prep car, whatever. You can have it. You got air. And it's not heavy. This thing is not heavy at all. I'm going to say this thing's probably like, I don't know, maybe 10 pounds, if that. Let's see what we got in our bag here. We got our QD. Cute little QD. Comes on a nice little bracket for you. Mount that bad boy somewhere by your rear axle or wherever you want to put it. Got a shut-off valve, on-off valve. Perfect. It comes with the push lock style, so you have a nylon braided hose, or just a nylon plastic hose, better. Clips right in there. That is a nice kit. Uh-oh. I only see simple little instructions. I'm sure it's not that difficult to wire up. Hey, you pop them all? You want to pop these ones? You didn't even pop all these. Look. Alright. You done with this one? Yeah. Alright. They like popping the bubbles in the packing that we get. So, this is the nylon hose that I was talking about that comes with it. And when you're talking to them on the phone, you let them know what you got. If you got a dragster, door car, how many feet of hose you think you're going to need. And, you know, you always round up with the hose. The hose isn't that expensive. I think you can get this at your local hardware store if you need it more. But it's not that expensive. Add you an extra 10 feet or so. You never know. You might need something for something one day. There's that. He packages up. I got a bunch of fittings came with this kit. We got another QD in this box. We got some T fittings. We got our little T couplers so we can run our lines in different places and do different things. We got ourselves another QD. Now my philosophy with the QD is you have one back at the rear axle and then you put one up at the front of the car. You know, this is a Dragster, 235-inch Dragster, a lot of room to cover. You've seen that this hose here, I don't know, what's that thing going to stretch out? 10 feet maybe? So if you put only one QD and you put the QD all the way in the back of the car, you might not be able to make it all the way to the front of the car. So you get yourself another QD assembly. That way you can put this up in the front of the car somewhere. Now if you're running a door car or something, you can put this in various places. You could have it like in the trunk, one in the trunk, one up somewhere underneath the front end of the car, somewhere around the bumper or something maybe. You could even put this inside the car. Put it on your trans tunnel inside a door car, and then you can connect to it if you got an air bottle in there for your shifter or whatever. You can then, you know, pump into it, pump up your air shifter. Plus, it should reach out to get your front tires for you. So make sure you grab a couple. Don't just get one. And he sets it up nice. I mean, it's on a nice bracket. It's been powder coated, and it's got that on-off valve. So if it is leaking or something, you just turn the valve off, and no big deal. He sends you all nice stainless hardware. Okay, so now we're getting into our pro stage setup. This is some nice stainless hardware that he's got nylon lock nuts in there and everything. I mean, if you go to a hardware store or something, you're looking at probably 12 bucks in hardware. We're moving right along here. So he said you get all kinds of stuff from this guy. So if you're going to use a throttle stop, pro stage, however you want to use it, you have to get the bracket. Now, I guess you don't have to. You can make the bracket yourself, or if you already have a sheet metal bracket. But the thing is, like I talked to Kevin about, if you're running a sheet metal bracket, like ours has a sheet metal plate to go for the scoop and stuff like that. And ours is stainless steel sheet metal. But the biggest thing is it could flex. And if it's flexing, that could be changing some stuff. Now you could put a stiffener in there, right? You could do some things. But I figured while I was on the phone with this guy, I'm talking to him about some stuff. I'm already spending a bunch of money. Might as well spend a little bit more and go ahead and get yourself one of these. Now this is for a Dominator, and this thing is legit. It's been laser cut. It's a 1/4 inch billet aluminum, powder coated, and it comes with this big heavy billet machined bracket for your throttle stop. This thing's gonna bolt on something like this. Nope, I lied. It's gonna go something like this because you want to see the fancy wording. You don't want to cover up the wording, right? So it goes something like that. And then this thing also is your slide. I believe that's probably going to go on the front. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to look as I put it together. But it comes with this nice fancy thing. And then it comes with your scoop tray, little galls. I mean, even those are even powder coated and everything. Nicely done. You know, they go in there, and then your scoop tray will bolt to that, and they're all nylon lock nut. You don't have to worry about nothing falling off from all the vibrations and stuff of the motor sitting there rumbling away. Really, really nice, well thought out, put together kit here. This guy KR Performance Engineering, Kevin there, he's got his stuff together. Let me tell you, this guy, he knows. And he's a drag racer too. And the best part is he's willing to sell you the good stuff, you know, help you get in that winner circle. The more you're in a winner circle using his products, the better off that guy is. Got more instructions here. Now this is the Pro Stage kit here. This piece, real nice machine piece. You can see the name, KR Pro Stage on there. Really, really nice piece. This is what's going to hook to your throttle linkage. It's got an adjustable, it's all adjustable, RAM, everything. This is what will hook directly to your throttle linkage. So you can set whatever desired RPM you're looking for when you're bumping the car in. And then you can set it up, we'll say you want to do some index racing. Huh? Them are some tools, just leave them there. No, put it back. Then we'll cut your finger off. It'll cut your finger off if you're not careful. Yeah, look, I'll show you. Want to see it? Look, it'll cut my thumb off. You ready? You ready? Oh, no! I cut my thumb. So you got that thing, comes with a solenoid. You got your airline for it. You got another coupler nut inside the packing here. like I said, real nice thought out kit. So this is a single stage. He sells a dual stage, so you can use, if you got the dual stage, you use it on the starting line for bumping the car in, and then the throttle stop will activate wherever you want it to on the track. Well, we'll say you're index racing, so you make it activate as soon as the car launches. Car launches hard, bam, throttle stop comes on, and then throttle stop goes off, car takes off, and that would be for if you're going super comp 890 index racing or something like that. But you can make the single stage work with it too, and you know, you just gotta have the single stage kit kick on later on down the track and stuff, which I think I might do. I got some crazy ideas. We won't talk about those ideas, though. You'll just have to see the car in action for those. But I wanted to do a little box opening unveiling for you so you can see how nice this KR Performance kit is and how well and thought out and put together this kit is. So we got our dash. We took the dash apart. I know there's no gauges or nothing in it. You see a switch is missing. So this is one of those painless switch panels. And while we were working on it last night, somebody almost caught this thing on fire. I mean, this plastic, this is a fuse holder. There was a fuse in there. These wires were meant to be inside this thing here. And then they go up, and then a fuse goes inside the top up here. Well, if you look, if you can get a close-up at that wire right there, that thing almost caught on fire. So when that almost caught on fire, both wires were melting. They got really hot. This is why you want to use relays, and you always want to have a fuse. I don't know why the fuse didn't pop, but you should use a relay. Always, always, always use relays. Because of that, this switch here ended up getting hot, and it just kind of broke apart on me when I started pulling wires and stuff off of it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get a new switch panel coming. They're not that expensive. We're just going to get a new one, and it'll just, instead of trying to piece this one back together, we've gone this far already. That's where we're at on the wiring. The car is pretty much gutted. So you can see the car is pretty much gutted. There's really hardly any wiring left. The big heavy battery cables we're going to leave in the car because there's nothing wrong with those. But we got pretty much every other scrap of wire out. You know, this is for some LED lights, so that's going to stay in there because we're going to reuse those lights. But other than that, you can see the car is pretty naked. I do want to show you guys something real quick. So I don't know if you guys do this or whatnot. Our drag car, or my car that I got, it you know, we just use this switch down on a license plate. We got it mounted to a license plate. But what they did, and I'm not a fan, what they did is this bolt threads inside here, because you got to have two cables on a dragster. You got to have the cable that goes all the way back to the rear of the car, and then you got to have the cable on the dashboard for you. So what they did, they made this jinky little bracket here. They drilled a hole. They put a bolt through this thing. And I don't know if this is NHRA or IHRA legal or what, but they cross-threaded it and made the bolt hard to turn, and it like just stays there like that. And yeah, I don't know, I'm not a fan, so we're going to change that because that's just, we're going to put one in there that is legal and set for continuous duty. So they have different rated master switches, and not all of them are rated for continuous duty, 250, 300 amp, 3000 surging amp, stuff like that. Not all of them are rated for stuff like that. This one is not rated for that. So this one could potentially, if a wire got shorted or something, could potentially catch on fire. that's not good. We're not going to allow that to happen. So that one's going bye-bye, and we're going to put a different one in. And the wires, the pull cords for the push on, pull off, or push off, pull on switch will be a lot better than that. It'll be set up nicer. It'll be more legit. Won't be all janky. But that's it. That's where we're at. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video of the unboxing of the killer KR Performance Engineering onboard air compressor and Pro Stage setup. Until next time, this is Patten Performance Racing, and just have fun, guys. We'll catch you later.